I don't know. I just feel like it's a big accomplishment for me to make it to my 30s. Woo! The 20s have been 20ing.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. Just lay it. Spin or lay it.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Season, and I'm coming on here to talk about my Journey to 30 series and everything else that I'm going through right now. This will be my first episode. Initially, I was going to start being dressed up, this, that, and the third, but I'm really just not feeling like it today. So I was like, I might as well still record and just see where this 30 to journey gets me, because it is a series and I want to see if anybody resonates with things when they are going through their 20s and their late 20s and things like that. If you do not know who I am Season, aka Mighty Soul. That's what that means. Yeah, welcome to my channel, and it's Emmy, not on me. Okay. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is like how I feel in my last 20 so far. I turned 30. Your girl turns 30 in October. So what, that's 6 months away, maybe 5 now. Your girl's been waiting for it. And I know people be scared to get to their 30s and stuff, but I am not. I have not been. I'm excited for it. The 20s definitely have taught me a lot. I have learned a lot from it. And I just want to talk about why I am doing my my Journey to 30 series. It's because, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's a big accomplishment for me to make it to my 30s. Woo! The 20s have been 20ing. And I always say, oh, your 30s is your prime time. I feel like every decade is your prime time, but like 30s is like, I know in the beginning of the 30s, you still might be going through the loops and trying to figure everything out. But like as you get into like your mid 30s and stuff, you truly know what you want, what you like, and what you're going through. So this last year of my 20s, 29, I have definitely like learned that what I like. I've learned to ask myself questions. What do I want? And before I get into that, we're just going to talk about the little basic things. First, I'm going to talk about how I'm feeling physically. Your girl's back is hurting, but let's get into it. And why it is hurting is because I'm a lash artist of 9 years. I have been servicing for 9 years. So my business has grown as I have grown up. So I've been doing it for my whole 20s, and me slouching over, girl, I'm over it. Okay, so like right now, I guess this will go into emotionally and mentally. Mentally, I am feeling like I need to pivot in my career, and I have been pivoting in my career. I want to be more of an educator. I want to help others in their journey, because I have gotten to the point where I am just through. And what I mean through is I've gotten to the point where I'm actually kind of not wanting to service clients anymore, and maybe not new clients, because now I got to teach them my books and how the thing goes, because you need to know, like, an entrepreneurial, and if you're a service provider, you need to be teaching your clients how to use your systems. That is a one big thing, and it has worked so well for me. So I want to be able to help other people learn how to do that. However, I am not willing to teach new clients, again, how my system works. And right now I'm doing that, and I'm just so over it. I said by 30, I was going to stop taking clients, like new clients. I'm gonna have my set clientele, but now I'm gonna be pivoting into teaching, and I'm so ready for that and ready to get into it. Emotionally, in my 29, I just really feel like I'm able to regulate my emotions. Like, for sure, I sit down now, think about the things that I'm thinking. Even when it comes to being mad at people, you have to understand different perspectives, and how a person may feel and how you may feel are totally not the same. And if they're not like willing to compromise and actually see you as a person, see you as your side and what you're feeling, then that person may not be for your life. I'm definitely learning that, and definitely have been feeling like the things that I have done in my early and mid 20s was the perfect path for me that I needed to take for my journey nonetheless. So that's one thing about emotionally. I'm now standing up for myself, and what I mean by that is, people used to call me mean all the time, and I used to just be like, I'm actually not a mean person. What it is I'm blunt. My delivery when I was younger probably was not the best. However, as I've grown up, I know how to articulate my words. I know it may take me a minute, but I do know what I am talking about, and I am trying to see other perspectives. And if somebody is not willing to understand that I am choosing myself in anything, and that is not to even be selfish, because I am a selfless person at the end of the day. However, when you are a selfless person and you have been kind and you want to help others, sometimes you gotta grab that shit together. You need to pick you as well, so you don't get ran over and you don't get drained. A lot of people will want your energy and stuff, so I've really just come to know myself. I've already know myself, but I feel like there has been times where I'm just like, I gotta listen to myself. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Da, 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 da. So that's one thing for like you in your 29s and coming up into your older, your the end of your 20s. Just know that you need to be listening to yourself. If you don't want to do that, don't do it. If you want to do it, do it. If you're not invited, don't invite yourself. All those things play into account. Let's go on to the next topic. Definitely feel like in my 29, my mindset has changed. I have been like, sometimes I'll catch myself walking and I'm thinking like, oh shit, I'm older. Like, oh my God, I'm 29. Like, I've been living on this earth for 29 years. That is a blessing. And just to be able to see myself bloom and blossom as the person I have been, and that it just only gets better. Like, I got my wisdom will prosper tatted on me when I was like 17 or 18, baby. You should have knew right then and there. I was higher than what my mind was progressing at the time. Yeah, my mindset definitely has changed though. Sometimes I just feel like, wow, I've grown up. Like, even when I hear myself talking, I'm just like, wow, I'm a grown up. Because what I think now may have not been like what I think before, or what I have thought before. And I'm just glad for the growth that I have had. I'm glad that I'm able to see other perspectives. I feel like I've always been able to see perspectives, but I definitely had a stubbornness where it's just like, no. But now it's just up to the point where, okay, do I want this person in my life? If I don't want this person in life, do I have to tell them? I mean, it just depends on the situation. My life is very intentional now. If it does not bring any purpose, why is it here? If it is not bringing any understanding, why is it here? If no one is taking accountability when you are, why is it here? I don't know how I can stress that enough. While you are going through your 20s, if you are seeing this and you haven't even made your 20s or your mid 20s and stuff, just hold on, baby, because it's going to get there. And also just listen to yourself, learn to grow, and don't be stubborn to the point where it's my way or no way. Only because you want to be able to see everybody as a person, not just if they're not doing this for me, I don't want to deal with them. So what? And if they don't want to deal with you, they don't want to deal with you. You need to get used to, if people don't want to be your friends, they don't want to be your friends. They want you. I have cut people off and people have cut me off, and I have never had hard feelings towards it. I may have been not even hurt feelings either. I may have been hurt from what I was talking in my perspective. However, like, I do not dwell on stuff like that, because you took me out of your life for a reason. And honestly, doors have been opened when that door has closed. So it's just like, you're not going to have these people with you 24/7. You need to know that. Losing friends has been like a big thing in my late 20s as well. But they ain't lying when they say you're going to have like a P of a group to hang out with. It is so weird. I've only had like one friendship breakup that really was hard on me, and I've had 2 breakups, and I won't necessarily say the one that I was really hurt about is a breakup, but it's just kind of like, how you do that to me? How you do that to me? The first breakup though I had definitely was you still need to learn, like, and that's okay, like, but not over here. Or like they just being around because I benefit them, but they really didn't benefit me. Things happen like that. But losing friendships in your late 20s, you gotta let that be. Let it be. Please don't. I mean, you could feel how you feel, but do not dwell on it too long, because then you start hating that person and you start being bitter and stuff. I've actually never done that. It's just like, okay, I dislike you and that's that, and I'm gonna keep pushing. Like, I don't hate you. I don't feel no like to do anything ill. I'm not talking about you to anybody. And what I mean by that is, if you don't see me with that person, do not bring that person up. if you don't see me talking about that person, why are you talking about that person to me? Just stuff like that. Yeah, like somebody recently was talking about me or whatever to somebody, and I'm just like, that is so weird, because I actually don't have strong feelings towards that, because I took you out my life for a reason and you're still doing the same thing 2 years later. It just does not make any sense to me. But that comes into the growth of you knowing who you are. Like, don't ever let nobody try to tell you about you. Another thing I can tell you about your late 20s is people's perception of you, and this is not even just late 20s, this is in a life period. People's perception of you is not your business at all. How somebody feels about you is how they feel about you. That's just what it is. But you really have to sit down and think, do I really want this person in my life? Man, no. If you feel like when you lose a friend or whatever and you realize I actually really did not lose anything, right decision to be made. Another thing I do want to talk about that I already briefly came on here about is like being intentional with your decision and asking yourself, what do you want if you are unsure? I promise you. I mean, if you don't figure it out yet, okay, it could do some research or something. But like, there has been times where I'm so indecisive, and it's so crazy to me because now I'm not indecisive. I literally sit down and ask myself. It may not be like out loud, but sometimes I'll just sit there in my head and just be like, what do you want? And I'm talking about a certain topic. Like, say for instance, you want something to eat. What do I want to eat? And if something first pops up in my head, that's what I'm going to eat, because that's actually what I want. It's like your subconscious talking to you. And if you don't know if you don't talk to yourself, baby, how are you going to know yourself? Like, I really started asking myself, do I want this? Do I want that? Do I still want to be friends with this person? Do I still want to do this? And I want to say, like, in your late 20s, you need to be having a meeting with yourself every 6 months about who you want in your life, what you want in your life, what has changed in your mental, what has changed in your life, everything, only because I actually show you the growth that you have done within those 6 months. I have rebuilt my life within 6 months, and I'm so happy. The things that I'm choosing is definitely going in the right path. I do want to help my family out at the end of everything, because that is who I've been with. And when I'm saying family, I'm talking about my mother, because my other family, they're doing what they're doing. You know, they want to stay where they're staying, But I want to be able to put me and my mom in a position, and her partner, in a position where we have financial freedom per se, and not just material or things like that. So I've definitely given things that God was able to give me, and I was able to have, and really experience that. I have given it back, and doors have opened up. I feel less stressed. And not saying that I couldn't take care of these things, just more like, oh, that thing served me no more purpose. If something is not serving me a purpose, it's just not serving a purpose. So this is what my journey to 30s is going to be about. Just everything that I regulate. I may have some vlog videos. I may have some trip videos. I may have things where I'm talking like this in this setting. Hopefully I can be more did up, but I just wasn't feeling it today. But I did want to come on here and talk to you guys. And even with just me doing this video right now, I just feel so great, because I'm able to just talk, regulate, articulate everything that I'm feeling right now, just with the camera in front of me. I remember I used to be scared of the camera, but now I'm like, I'm just gonna be my authentic self, because a baby can talk. I can talk, honey. So if you're in your early 20s, not in your 20s, going into your 30s, you're already 30, please give me some advice in the comments. Help me out, help the girlies out that may not know certain things and topics I could talk about with my journey going to 30s, because I'm pretty sure I have things to talk about when it comes to any topic that can be thrown at me. So yeah, welcome to my journey to 30s series, and I want to post every Sunday. Note that I said I want to post every Sunday. That is the goal. So I'm gonna keep striving for it and see how this goes and where it goes. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. And if you would like, comment, and subscribe to your girl, because this is gonna be a journey that we all should be going on and we don't want to miss. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a great day and happy Sunday.